Hopefully this works.
Why did they make the one of the items required for the Thornton gear being item he doesn't drop, but you craft?
I have no idea. What does the sword and shield look like for him, though?
Probably get you pictures.
There we go. Okay. So, welcome to Shady Rainbow Streams. I have had a couple of people ask me if we could be friends. No one is clarifying whether this is social media, YouTube, or here in the game. However, if it's here in the game, at least put down what server you are in, because being friends is all well and good unless we're not, you know, we have to be on the same server, or at least the same data center, which I am in Crystal on Brunhilde. If you take a look at the top right of the screen, you'll see the Brunhilde server on the screen, and that is where I play. I am going to give this Estinein solo instance another try, since something about the mechanics was raised to my attention. Yes, yes. Mel has finally made it to Shadowbringers. She did Gimlet Dark, and probably like an hour ago was in Lakeland and going ooh and ah over everything purple. And I am also subsequently making my friends jealous with all the surfeit amount of Oreos that I am nomming on at present. And hello to my second viewer. I am skipping these scenes because I saw them yesterday. Oh, was that you, Sil?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Sil.
Like I want to see what's gonna happen.
Run everywhere. Yeah, no, I won't have it until I get into that battle. Those chicks apparently do not know how to aim. That's just not a little creepy. This is where I get the added skill. And I know what skill you were talking about. I was wondering what it had been for, and I really tested it on the vid, so... Got it. And if I time my jump right, then I don't have to. A lot better than before. Ah, shit, what? How the fuck do I deal with this? He's now invincible.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Oh. Skadoosh! Okay, Estinein is now done.
Awesome.
Are you all right?
Peer into my past, did you?
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds.
Come on, Shiva. I need freezing me for a minute.
My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray.
Or if it worked well, if it done...
Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces.
Shouldn't be able to damage me without...
Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry. I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and our shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Thank Thank you for your help then, Estinein. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
Hey! That wasn't my fault!
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
I'm being told to rest, Mal. More cutscene.
Or free.
Oh. bird. The hell is going on now?
Ah, your kids are so garbage. Why?
Hello! I'm just continuing some storyline. I just did the Estinein solo, watched some scenes, and we're continuing with the story. And there goes my battery on my controller. Ugh. Okie dokie, Alamian Quarter. That'll help. I did Alize first, Alphino second, you know, because, like, Alize's best. Alize is waifu.
I did it backwards.
To save the best for last.
I just simply wanted to kick off and out on the way.
Nah, I wanted my waifu. I wanted to see my waifu really bad, so I went for waifu first.
This is more of, okay, which one is it that drives me crazy? Off and on. Which one is it that I'm okay with? She's pretty cool and doesn't drive me crazy.
Oh,
Honestly.
heck. Well, hello, Gaius.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea. Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows, and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinein and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinein claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight. But to me, his description seemed anything but. And upon further investigation, I found that I was right. The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals? With which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed. Few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandarnus, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery. What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea. We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope. Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, If your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friend's plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Okie dokie. The quest called Ruby Doomsday, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Of course you're gonna send me over there. I am not going to waste money I do not currently have, so I'm gonna fly. Fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let your spirit carry me. Sorry, I'll shut up now.
Fine.
I'm such a dork. Oh, jeez.
Everyone is.
Well, we're all here for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh. Mel, if you're going for Alize, be aware you're gonna have a Stephen King scene. I don't know how you are with horror, but just kinda heads up. It gets a little creepy. It's also sad at the same time. And it gets even more sad when you do the first dungeon.
Actually, give me your strong measure.
What?
The, astrologian weapon.
Hmm.
I'm trying to find it from Shiva. Because it's a really nice piece. Okay, Ass Lady, I need you to stop. You're the goddamn stop. Baby cat. True Icebreaker. Oh, the Dark Knight arm. That's my name. You can see the shit side doors.
You know, I'm actually starting to like Gaius again. Now. Like,
You're
not...
starting to like what?
I'm starting to like Gaius. He's not so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, who the hell? So, Final Fantasy is bringing in Machina, like, friggin', Xenoblade, and, like, all the other Xeno games with robots.
Yeah. Musketoon.
Musco what?
Musketoon. Battlecraft and material.
Cinder Drift now accessible.
Excellent. Right as I finish the Shiva farm.
Okay.
You should eat more often anyway, now.
For sure. If we get another rando party that decides to not explain mechanics and just push forward and teach you by shoving you off the cliff, I will be pissed. I had enough of that with the stupid Eden run. Good God.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, the tank's not doing mechanics. I'm like, I don't fucking know what I'm doing, and nobody bothered to explain it. I said I was a first timer. And the thing is I was also paying more attention to what was going on around me than actually attacking.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to learn on the fly. Yeah, but the thing is, you know, when you're in parties, people should be, you know, kind of respectful enough to be like, oh, hey, who's a newbie? I know the mechanics. Here, pay attention to this, 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 and this, and avoid this, 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 and this. You know?
Yeah.
There are some parties that genuinely do that, and they're the most awesome parties in the world, and, you know, they're usually generally very understanding. But when you get a party that says absolutely nothing, and just someone just rushes in and starts the battle, it's like, well, thanks! I will die plenty of times, and I did. Plenty of times. I'm about the only thing I didn't manage to do that Sylvie actually did was actually get my ass teleported off the damn platform. I actually managed to not fall or get sent off the platform. That's the only thing I managed to do successfully every time. Otherwise, yes, I died plenty of times. I was a death bunny, so to speak. You're a death potato, I'm a death bunny. You know, if you end up winning one of those gaming laptops, that's gonna, like, really be awesome. And if I happen to win the gaming laptop, I will send it to you. Because I'm gonna be getting a desktop PC. I definitely prefer my PC to a laptop. My desktop will forever always win. Speaking of which, I should be able to start buying parts this week.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Watch, it'll queue when you're gone. Right? And that's why sometimes I'll get a little moody when I don't get help from friends, is like, I really want to do this, but I really don't want randos, so I think I'll just, like, leave for now and come back later. Hoping to be able to climb the ladder. Such limited access. Darn it, I want to overlook things. You suck. Come on. I just want to see stuff.
Oh, we lost our tank.
Oh well. That is a really poorly rendered map. Ooh, I could jump over his head. Whee! 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 Oh, jumped right into you. Wah! I want to jump over you. Leapfrog! Whee! 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 What? The heck you going on about, Sylvie?
I did not mean to sing that. I meant to go find it.
Now this dude's actually watching me clear his head. I'm just jumping over this dude. Oh, we have another tank back, and we've got 3 DPS. No healers.
Hmm?
We have no healers, but we've got 3 DPS and 2 tanks.
Brother.
Is there a minion from this thing?
I'm gonna switch roles.
Okay.
It'll save us to search for a healer.
Are you confident in healing in this one?
Yeah.
Okay. If you were a solid object, I would have freaking, like... Oh. The NPC that I was just jumping over... If he was a solid object that I could not pass through or phase into, I would have been doing like a Chun-Li move where his face was in between my legs. And I would have, you know, practically... Oh, geez, what's that called? I would have made him topple over and fall with his head in between my legs. I would have been crushing him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this wait is excruciating. 4 DPS, 2 tanks. We need 1 more healer.
Yeah.
Ruby weapon, ruby weapon, ruby weapon. I am ADHD today. Very ADHD.
What now?
What's up? Syl's always a goober. When is she not?
Much.
And the funny thing is do you know what an actual goober is? Do you know what an actual goober is? It's a southern slang term word, but for what?
A foolish person.
Nope.
A peanut.
A boiled green peanut. It's actually a term for a food item. We used to sell gobs of the stuff at the fruit stand that I worked at. And believe me, it's very addicting. The damn things are really good. Come on! 2 DPS left, so now we need 2 DPS and 1 healer. Oh, is it just that late that no one's gonna be on? We know, and you'll get there, but not right now.
On the right time, Mal, you're not going to be gate capped by level.
Yeah, that's the nice thing. She won't have to worry about jumping the next level, but she will have to make sure that she completes all her class quests.
Yeah.
Because that will hang you up on MSQ.
Oh, we got 2 healers. We just needed 2 DPS. If only our 2 DPS didn't leave.
Right? Toshi has sent me a lesbian pic. Kind of ecchi.
Did?
Uh-huh. Since I don't have you on Facebook, I can't send it to you, but I can send it to Mel. And Mel can look. Hopefully Mel will not be traumatized. Mel, it's in your Facebook. On, Messenger.
So apparently this fight will have 2 sections. It's kind of like the Hades boss fight.
Okay.
So when you reach the 2nd section, if you wipe there, you will start at the beginning of the 2nd section.
Okay. Well, we lost one healer.
Oh, come on.
Right?
These impatient bitches.
Uh-huh.
You can't come in at 2 a.m. and expect things to just pop.
You know, Toshi on Facebook, she posted something that I'm like, what do you think I just did on Saturday? She posted, I'm super clumsy, and not in an, oh, that's cute, she's kind of clumsy way, but an, oh, wow, she's a danger to herself kind of way. I don't think we're getting into Ruby Weapon tonight.
On this turn, right? No. Do you want me to just withdraw?
Yeah, because honestly, I don't really have the patience either.
Okay.
I'm actually probably going to log off for the night, though.
Okay.
Because kind of starting to feel a little nauseous. And I could probably use more sleep.
Alright.
So.
Good night.
Night. And, oh, I should probably end my stream first.
Probably, yes.
See how tired I am? That's probably why I got the ADHD kick just a little bit ago. Is because that's like the start of my second wind, and I really don't want to get too comfortable in my second wind.
Yeah.
Mel says bye to the viewers. So, alright, until next time, we'll play again tomorrow. Because literally, since I can't walk, I ain't got anything else to do. For the viewers, never sprain both your ankles at the same time. Not fun.